Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining me in this, well, unplanned live stream, let's say. I have been I don't know what's happened today, but I've done a few things today. And as you can see, the layout, I'm struggling at the minute to sort my layout out. I'm having trouble. But it's one of those things. We improvise, we move on. There's been loads happen today, actually. I'm just trying to get I had to take notes today. I've been watching quite a few developments take place. Now, where do we go with this? Right, so at nighttime, when I lie in my bed at nighttime, and I do what most people do. I scroll, don't we? We scroll. So we're lying in bed and we scroll. We're finishing off emails. We're sorting out bits and pieces, and we are trying to catch up in today's news. Thank you for joining me. Hiya, Foxy, Caro, the House of Rastarori, Lisa, Rhea Snakespeare. Who have we got here? Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Pamela, Andrea, Carla. Lots of good people in. Rini, Carol. Thanks for joining me. Listen, so what's happened today is I've been with Charlie today. I wound up my friend. I didn't mean to. He was getting very stressed with the local council. He joined a while ago and became a councillor. He wanted to add value to where we live. But it's hard to change something which is rotten from the inside. So, he did his best. Fantastic. Hi, Laurie, Joy, Karen, some good people, LJR. So he tried his best. And guess what? He couldn't achieve what he wanted to achieve because it's rotten to the core from the inside, the council. So he walked away. Anyway, we had lunch and just chilled, really. But I've been keeping an eye. As I'm saying, at nighttime, when I'm in bed, I scroll. At nighttime, for some reason, RHR Jen seems to do her live streams late at night, which late at night UK time. So I sometimes pop in and watch, but I listen to Fiona. I was on Sue Smith's the other night. I do different things. I keep an eye on I keep my ear to the ground and I listen. I did a thing today because I'm looking at what you're seeing. We're all seeing the same nonsense, aren't we? Hi, Imogen. And we're seeing the LA fires. We are seeing them being used as a tool to promote other things, which it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Nearly 30 people have died now, but we can all see that certain celebrities are using the LA fires for self-gain and self-promotion, and it disgusts me, and I'm sure it disgusts you as well. So me, along with other people, looked into why this is happening. Now, this is what I'm doing. Who's that? LRJ, since I've been following you since you had 35,000 subscribers, now 160. Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you for the non-bullshittery approach. So here's what's happened. Did I say there's a Duchess in there? Who's in? Duchess. I just seen someone saying hi, Duchess. I didn't see who that is. Here you are. Welcome. So I looked at this and I thought, right, so why could this be? Then out of the blue, Netflix decide to postpone With Love Methane. They postpone it to March, they're saying. So I'm looking at why. Hi, Linda. Why would they have done this? Now, my initial reaction was the backlash of hundreds of thousands of negativity, the backlash from the media. It's not the backlash from the media, is it? It's the backlash from the public. Now, the public that are up in arms at this are now being classed as plebs and trolls by Meghan Markle. There's a piece in Vogue magazine online, go and look at it, Vogue magazine, which states that we are trolls. Anyone that's put a negative comment out is being classed as a troll, which means Meghan Markle has put herself on a pedestal, and anyone that's negative towards what she's doing, she is calling us trolls. And I find that shocking. It's shocking. So I thought, okay, so there's been 50, 60,000 negative comments, hundreds of thousands of thumbs down. Society as a whole has turned their back on this narcissistic lunatic. And society's being called plebs for doing it. So why else could there be an issue with postponing the said part docuseries. So I looked into this even more. And it seems that the Sussex squad, many of them, are turning on her because as a woman of colour, she hasn't put any women of colour in her docuseries. She's not letting women of colour in her kitchen. So I thought that Meghan and Netflix have came to an agreement to postpone it. Is this because they're going to edit it and they're going to add Doria into it? They're going to add women of colour in the kitchen. Are they going to edit it to bring people in so that she ticks all those boxes which she effectively represents? So there's that, isn't there? Now, then I've looked at the Marchioness of Bath, Emma, who did Celebrity MasterChef last year. And it seems that a lot of things that Emma has done looks like Meghan's plagiarized it. She's copied a lot of it. A lot of it is exactly a carbon copy. So is there a legal issue now with copyright and plagiarism between the Marchioness of Bath and Netflix? Is there a conflict of interest there? So I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the fact that all the photographs and the bits we have seen as the trailer, the beehive, well, Kate wore the beehive stuff, the ladybug bruschetta, well, that was done by Marchioness of Bath. The way she's dressed with the flowers, well, the Marchioness of Bath did that. It looks like everything's been copied. It seems that Meghan hasn't got a single artistic brain cell to come up with things herself, and everything's been looked at and copied. Well, she did well there, so let's take that. It's a bit like, what do you call those things? It's a bit like a board of, I think I had one, my ex-wife had one where she had a vision board. So she's looked at a vision board, she's taken things from everyone that's done well, put them on her vision board, and then copied everyone's ideas for this program. So it is quite plagiarized, isn't it? So that's what I got from it. And then there's other things. Well, stupidly, Harry and Meghan have released a statement saying that Mark Zuckerberg, that owns Facebook, he owns Instagram, he owns WhatsApp, saying that he has basically taken a knee. Mark Zuckerberg has decided to take a knee because of the political arena and who's incoming as a president. They're saying that Mark getting rid of fact checkers from his social media platforms is dangerous because he's falling into the likes of Donald Trump. So that's what it's been perceived at. So they've come out with a statement attacking Mark Zuckerberg and his decisions to remove fact checkers and to replace them with community posts. Now, I find that strange because if you aren't aware, a fact checker is someone that if you say something which someone doesn't agree with, a fact checker is someone that works for a social media company who has to fall in line with the social media company's policies, not necessarily facts, but if you go against their policies and community policies, you will get things taken down. But I've always found that strange because if you say something on social media and it's untrue, you can be sued for what you're saying against somebody. So fact checkers have removed that. But if you take away the fact checkers and you let people post what they want and you put a community post below it to say whether or not you believe it is true or not, community post, that means that whoever posts that can become liable. So I think community posts are probably a better, stronger way of dealing with it. Jazzy says, who is checking the facts? Exactly, Jazzy. Because I used to say things about Afghanistan and Iraq, and I had a fact checker in the US telling me I was wrong. Whoever that fact checker hadn't left his sofa or his building and had never been to Afghanistan, but they were fact checking it. And do you know where they get the fact checks from? Google. But Google don't always tell the truth, do they? No. If you go on to Wikipedia, let's be honest, you can change the information on there, can't you? So if you're going to, So basically, if you go onto Wikipedia and you change the information, then do a video about the information you put up in Wikipedia, then nobody can say you're wrong. They're in trouble. They've lied, they've manipulated, and they're in trouble. Now they've went against Mark Zuckerberg. Now they're going against the incoming president. Now, I pray to God that in 6 days' time, I know he's going to be a busy guy. He's taken over a shit heap from the broken man. But I hope that he gives the Heritage Foundation the information that they require to prove that he lied on his visa application. These two are so stupid that they're going after the incoming president. I mean, how ballsy is that, or how stupid is that, to think that you can do this and walk away unscathed? A lot going on, isn't there? They are almost bankrupt, I believe. I honestly believe that Meghan Markle is jealous of a lot of people, including the Marchioness of Bath, because the Marchioness of Bath, if you did not know, is a model for Victoria's Secret. And she's absolutely beautiful. 10 times better looking than, well, let's not talk about women's looks, but she's beautiful. In my opinion, she's more attractive than Meghan Markle. Absolutely stunning. So what you're seeing now is a desperate bid to use LA fires to help bring in donations for your Archwell Foundation. It's just my opinion, and without prejudice, I believe that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to weaponize people's sorrow. They're trying to weaponize people's grief in order to up the donations towards their foundation. Not very nice people, are they? All right, let's see what's happening in the chat here. Clover Queen, DQ, good afternoon, Trevor in chat. Hiya, Lindsay Jones. Hi, Lindsay. Trevor, did you know that James Holt from Archwell used to work for Nick Clegg? Liberal Dem, he was just being... Nick Clegg's just... I don't think Nick Clegg resigned from Meta. I think that's a spin. I believe Nick Clegg is woke. He's a woke individual. He was a shitty deputy leader, useless politician. I'm going to be honest with you. The Liberal Democrats in the UK are as useless as the Green Party. No one's ever going to vote for them. They're going to have about 10, 15 MPs, but they're never going to get anywhere because they are a woke party. And I believe Mark got rid of the woke employees and brought in a stronger, more reliable person. I just woke up. Hi, Lauren is shining. Hi, Lauren. Mughal, Jazzy. Jazzy says, who donates to Archwell? You can't even log on to do that. Well, this is the problem. A lot of donations to Archwell are done anonymously. So the money's coming from somewhere. I would not be surprised if money was coming from King Charles. I would not be surprised if money was coming from Obama. It's hard to prove this type of thing because when it's an anonymous donation, you can't see who's donating, unfortunately. But it's obviously people with more money than sense. Duchess Stephanie. Oh, hi, Duchess Stephanie. If you listen to another YouTuber, she has been blacklisted from Warner Brothers and HBO, have dropped her as well. If you listen to another YouTuber, she has been... Which YouTuber, Duchess? Because depending on who you say will depend on whether or not it's bullshit or it's actually true. We all want the reform. Yeah, Imogen says, I wouldn't be surprised if she includes footage from her. Yeah, I agree with you. HBO. Hi, Grumpy Stopper. Mike Zero H. Oh, Mike Zero H. I'm not sure. Mike Zero does some good stuff. He does, but I'm not sure. We'd have to find out where Mike gets his information from, though, because I wouldn't be surprised, though. I've seen some of Mike Zero's stuff, and some of it's really, really good, actually. He's actually a good YouTuber. Yeah. If you had said a different YouTuber, it would have been nonsense. But Mike Shearer's not a bad guy, actually. Hi, Grumpy. Real Speaker, VJJ will go to heaven. Mogs, hi, Grumpy. Hello, Sapper. Hello, Ron. Okay. Ah. Dr. Stephanie, yes, that was supposed to be a sequel to Horrible Bassist. Yeah. Well, I haven't seen anything good come from the Toxic Pair in 5 years, actually. It was a 5-year celebration the other day. 5 years he left the UK. It's been great without him. He just won't walk away, though, will he? He just won't go. And he was all alone. Right. Okay. Is there any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Any? Nice, Tampa. Right, I've got things down here. It's all about statements about Meghan and bits and pieces, but I think we all know that, don't we? No need to go into that nonsense. Right, Donna. Meghan thinks she can poke Trump because she's friends with Newsom. That's not going to end well. I mean, Newsom's going to go, isn't he? He's going to go. He's basically ruined Los Angeles, and that's all. It's all down to his green policies, isn't it? It's okay wanting greener stuff, and I mean, councils are just lazy today. Councils just don't cut the grass, and they say things like, "We're letting the grass go because of the insects." Bollocks! You're letting the grass go because of the insects. Bollocks to the insects. Cut the grass, make the place look nice. I mean, we're all paying council tax for shitty council work, isn't it? Rennie Rebel says, do you think that King Charles is still funding the gruesome twosome? Yes, I do. I believe King Charles is still funding them by anonymous donations. It's just my opinion. I believe he's still funding them by anonymous donations to Archwell. Keeping that circus going, isn't he? Mrs. Tabbs, love Gertie. Gertie? Where's Gertie? Don't tell me Gertie's here. I didn't see her, did you? Didn't see Gertie. Yeah, I like Gertie. She's a nice person. Hi, Carla. Samantha. Yeah. Gertie is a hero. No, Deborah. I think the word hero is being used out of context there, but I get your meaning. Far too many people today think they're heroes because they speak up or they say something. That's not what it's about. Do I know any heroes? Probably, in my opinion. Probably one. I'm not going to mention him, though. Deborah. Yeah. They've also, so Helen has said, they feel at so many things they need their money coming. Yeah, well, they have no qualifications, do they? They're not qualified to do anything. They really aren't. They've got no qualifications. They've got very little life experience. I mean, it's quite sad when even cut. I think if they even cut their grass, they'd fuck that up. It's quite clear she can't cook. I mean, they can't even look after the kids. They have grown people in their house to help dress the kids and wash the kids and feed the kids. I mean, it's just so sad that it's just so sad. Imagine growing up as a young child knowing you've got no granddads or grannies, you've got no cousins, you've got no uncles or aunties. It's just quite sad growing up to be, in my opinion, growing up to feel probably neglected and broken. Yeah. I didn't even see. Did someone give a super chat there? Did they? I can't see anything. I've got a thin screen at the minute because the screen's messed up. Truth and honesty. What's this here? Deborah. Hi, Trevor. Felixstowe resident. Oh, Wendy from Felixstowe. Awesome. Right now, I'm about 3 miles from Felixstowe, but I will be there Probably this weekend, actually. We should meet up for a coffee if you're ever down there. Felixstowe's a beautiful part of the country. Thank you, Honesty and Truth. If Honesty and Truth, I can't see that Honesty and Truth's done a super chat. That's twice now. You said he did one last week. I don't understand. I'm not getting to see this on my screen. And I'm in the chat reading the chat, so I don't understand what's going on there. Did Deborah, or did she, Deborah? I can't see it. Honestly. Pop in for a cup at any time. Wendy, don't put your address on here. Just let me know where you are. I'll pop in for a cup. It'd be lovely to have a cup. Where though? I don't get to see honesty. I can't see Honesty and Truth. I'm scrolling back. I'm scrolling back. I'm scrolling right back for Honesty and Truth, and I do not see anything. Don't even see a post. Don't even see. No, I don't see anything on here to do with Honesty and Truth for some reason. I just don't see it. So no, Deborah, it's not showing up. So I don't understand where you're getting that from. How far are you from Middlesex? Oh, Aaron, I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it. You can follow the chat on your phone. Paul, I've got the chat right here in front of me, and I do not see anything posted from someone called Honesty and Truth. I just don't see it. Thank you, Rhonda. Rhonda loves. Thank you. Miss Tabs, Aaron, Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Random Things, love your show. Thank you, Random Things. See, I'm seeing that super chat. I just don't see the other one, but thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Random Things. Middlesex is 80 miles. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate it. Letting me know there. It's not far from you, Trevor, the other side of Ipswich. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Stevie. Honesty and Truth, I can see your post. I've only got Random Things here. I can't listen. I'm not seeing it for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with Honesty and Truth. That's twice in two different live streams. I'm hearing about Truth and Honesty, but they're not showing up. I don't get to see who Truth and Honesty is. So truthfully and honestly, I don't see who that is, and I can't even see them. I've sent a screenshot, Trevor. I've sent a screenshot, but I'm live on a show, so I can't see your screenshots, unfortunately. Put the post up. If any of the monitors can put Truth and Honesty's post up, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Sandra. I do appreciate it. Yeah, that's very strange, isn't it? I'm not seeing that. Good evening, Trevor. How's Felixstowe? Felixstowe's beautiful. I love Felixstowe. It's an elderly town, if I'm honest. People that have had loads of life experience go there to just retire. The seafront's stunning. The huts, the scenery, the fishing. It's just a beautiful place. I like going there. Uh, 10 degrees is nothing but cold black. I like Felixstowe. Stevie, it's a lovely place. You should go. Yeah, that's quite sad that I haven't seen Truth and Honesty's post. Yeah, it is. I apologize. I'm not seeing it for some reason. So, love your show. Diane. Hiya, Diane. Love your show. I'm American, living in Mexico. I follow you. Oh, wow. Bet it's beautiful down where you are. I'd love to go to. Never been to Mexico. Never. I remember watching the Mexico 1986 World Cup when Norman Whiteside played for Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland was in that World Cup, actually. Beautiful. Honest and Truth, give £10 as what I can see, Trevor. Just want to say I love watching. Thank you. I mean, I've got Random Things in there for 10, but I don't get to see. I can't see it. You know, it's not my fault, guys, ladies and gentlemen. I am seeing things. Wendy has said Felixstowe was lovely in the summer. It's beautiful, isn't it? I love it. And the promenade's lovely. Right, Lauren says, what does Harold think we do for security? We rely on each other. We face threats down here. Yeah, in Pleasantville. Yeah, we all do. I mean, I think we should just wash our hands with those two, shouldn't we? Just wash our hands with them and let them just wallow in their own shit. It's probably the best way, isn't it? Yeah. Lauren says, I do love Trevor. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Zepper, good to see you in. Lovely people then. 6 more days till President Donald J. Trump hits office. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, actually. I mean, I think we all looking forward to that, isn't it? It's a wonderful thing. Some people won't like it, but you know what? You can't have everything. You had the retard for 4 years, and everyone sort of let that go. Let's pretend he's not there type thing. Can you? You only do it for so long. Gladys, you love my lives. Thank you very much. Sophie says, hi everyone. Sorry I'm late. Horses, cows, dogs. Wow, you've got more animals in the Markles. You're like Clarkson's farm. You are. Yeah, back here, Zepper, real. A lot of good people in the chat. A lot of good people in the chat. It's nice. Right. See, when you're told things, you're not allowed to tell people. It's hard to sort of keep your lips closed in it. I know a few things about YouTubers that are doing recordings going on and things coming out in the next couple of days. It's going to be good. So what's this here? Hi, Samantha McDowell. I am fine, thanks. A lot of good people. Stormer hasn't been invited. No. The UK Prime Minister has not been invited to Donald J. Trump's inauguration. There we go. I got invited by Haley, but I can't go. I've got loads of family things that I can't just walk away from. And I've got things with the Ministry of Defence, but I would have loved to have went. I would have loved to have went. Chance in a lifetime. So slightly a little bit annoyed. Leah says, I enjoyed your chat with Charlie today. Thank you. He's a great guy, Charlie, isn't he? He really is. I don't think Stormer, I hope he does resign. Gareth, thank you, Gareth. There is 5 memberships being gifted to 5 of you. So whoever gets them, thank you, Gareth. I can't do the Matthew Marsden pretend clap because he's got all that stuff. Right, hit the like button. Doesn't look good for the country. It doesn't, does it? He's a waste of, I think Stormer's just an oxygen thief. The grooming thing isn't going away, is it? The grooming thing is not going away. It's staying there, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why he's still the Prime Minister. I mean, he's useless. I think he's worse than that woman that I forgot her name now. Not Theresa May. Well, worse than her. What do you call the other one who was the Prime Minister for, I don't know, 16, 19 days? I can't even remember her name. That's sad, that, isn't it? I can't even remember her name. Well, there we go. I despised someone who claims to be 42% Nigerian is being sued by someone who is 50% Nigerian. You couldn't make this shit up, could you? I think it's brilliant. Do you think Farage will go? No, I don't. No, Farage isn't going to go. Now, listen, I like Nigel. I've met Nigel. We've had conversations. But Nigel loves Nigel. Okay, you may not like me saying that. Nigel loves the sound of his voice, so he's not going to go anywhere. Baxter, you see, I'm seeing this. Thank you, Baxter. I appreciate it. Yay. Thank you very, very much. But I know people aren't going to like me saying it, but Nigel does like the sound of his voice. He likes to be the center of attention. So he's not going to walk away from all this. No. I mean, are you telling me that Nigel becomes an MP after like 15, 20 years trying to be an MP and then just walks away? No. Nigel's in it for the long term. He's going to stay as a leader of reform. Richard Tice is a very, very smart man, by the way. I've spoke to Richard Tice before. I've had him on here. Richard is a great guy. Nigel is famous, so Nigel's the leader of reform. But honestly, I think the leader of reform should have been Richard Tice. However, had it have been Richard Tice, I don't think they would have had 5 MPs. I don't. Nigel is the face of reform. He should stay there. If you are going to change the leader of reform, then it needs to be done through the members of reform, which is nearly 200,000 now, which is absolutely fantastic. Jackie says, yes, Nigel does like the sound of his own voice. Yes, of course he does. Sapper, yay, Sapper's just bought five. Sapper's just gifted 5 memberships to 5 of you wonderful people, so take them. Thank you, Sapper. So Wendy says, I support the Reform Party, but don't trust Nigel after he walked away from Brexit. He talks a good talk, but doesn't do the walk. Wendy, that's a good point. But you have to remember that Brexit, whether you like it or not, Brexit was achieved through Nigel Farage. It was not achieved through Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson likes to think it was him, but it wasn't. I think we all know who it was. Now, the weird thing about this is what should have happened. Any decent leader, David Cameron was the Prime Minister. So what David Cameron should have done, he should have, and do you know who gave me this idea as well? This idea came from Fiona, avid gardener, who sits and looks at things from a logical point of view. Now, she gave me this advice a while ago. David Cameron should have stood back and appointed someone to run the Leave campaign and someone to run the Stay campaign. And then David Cameron, the Prime Minister, should have implemented what the winner had got. So whoever won that, Leave or Go, David should have implemented that. So, and I think that's a great point that she made. David Cameron should never have just went, well, I'm going to have a campaign to stay. And no, he should have appointed 2 different people to run 2 different campaigns and then implemented what the people wanted. That's what Fiona said to me, and I do believe it. I do believe what she said was absolutely 100% bang on. Jolene, welcome, Jolene. Fiona has a great channel. Yes, she does. She has a fantastic channel. Yeah, it's growing. She's going to hit 50,000. I hopefully she hits 50,000 soon. If you haven't subscribed to Fiona, why not? That's my eye. That means I'm thinking. Yeah, Zepper. Good to see Zepper. Catherine is class. 100%. 100% she is. What was I just seen there? Zepper says, I love Fiona. She is a political and very centered common sense. I appreciate that as a person that leans right. I appreciate people with conviction. Yes, 100%. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, people. I'll tell you this now. I've had chats with Fiona. In fact, I speak to Fiona most days on the phone, on a Zoom call. And we don't always agree, but we don't always agree on everything. But she puts over a great point on everything that we don't agree with. And 9 times, I hate to say it, 9 times out of 10, she's right. Yeah, or if she's not right, she's nearly right. So there we go. Yeah. Imagine having to admit that you're wrong all the time. Oh, Trevor. Sometimes you got to admit you're wrong, don't you? All American now. Fiona, oh wow, we've got a Fiona fan club on tonight, don't we? Everyone. Should have brought her on. Fiona's a busy woman, though. She's a busy woman. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to Trolls Beware says men just hate being wrong. I'm wrong every day. I mean, I don't hate being wrong. I don't give a shit if I'm wrong. I think if you've got an ego, a big ego, and you get things wrong, you don't like be told what to do. But I've been told to do all my life, for God's sake. Even when I'm right, I'm wrong. So I just deal with it. Just take the hits. Just take the hits, and just admit, you're not perfect. Callie says, I love Fiona. I found her while looking Wally. Yeah, Wally. Good to see Wally back on, wouldn't it? Would be. What's this? A fucking Fiona fan club? What is this? Well, Yeah, I enjoy chatting. I learn a lot from different people. Actually, you've got to take on advice. You know, Fiona has probably followed her in sex all life. I found Fiona through Trevor. Brilliant. Wow, I've added value for once. Yeah. Every married man is wrong. Exactly, Ham Shackleton. Exactly. We are. But you know what? We deal with it. It's okay to be wrong, as long as you admit it. She is brave. She is strong. Fiona. Love Fiona. This has turned into a Fiona fan club. This has, hasn't it? I found Trevor through Fiona. Justin Bateman. Yeah. How many exploitations have you sold? I'm not sure, Grumpy. I won't find out what I've sold over Christmas until the next quarter. So January, February, till about the end of March. That's when I'll find out what's been sold in the previous quarter. Because you get royalties every quarter. So I have to get through December first and then find out. But I'll find out soon enough. Fiona and Graham. I get there trapped. Yeah, I found her through man. To her man. Yeah. Heidi. Love seeing Princess of Wales out and about today. Beautiful statement. Yes, she's stunning, isn't she? She just oozes elegance. Yeah, a proper princess. A proper princess. I found Trevor's channel through Fiona and Graham. Thank you. I can't find Fiona. At Avid, AVID, at Avid Gardner. If you do at Avid Gardner, you will come across her. She's great. Deborah says, have you subscribed to Trevor's channel? If not, why not? It's free. Yeah, subscribe. Yeah. Gardner. What are doing? Fiona is a real one. Yes, she is, certainly. No bullshittery. I believe if you can click onto that or do that, she's there. Can I put her? See, I can't add her link. If any of my moderators can stick in Fiona's link. Debbie's just done it. What am I talking about? Deborah. Yeah. Carlos says, I found Trevor's channel in the stars of Felixstowe. Thank you. Yeah. Wow. Foxy recommends her. That's good. I'm glad everyone recommends. Yeah, her ears must be burning. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I've got people like Fiona and Graham in my corner, and Carla, and Deborah, and Zepper. Got a lot of good. Joan Loves. Joan Loveless. There's a lot of good people out there. Got Grumpy, Foxy's in the chat. I mean, if you surround yourself with good people, then your channel gets lifted up, doesn't it? If it's only good people. I found Trevor through HG. Well, thank you very, very much. Why can't Megan's silly cooking program go ahead? And that's from Leah. Right. There's several reasons. One, it's probably being sued or copyrighted for plagiarism by the Marchioness of Bath, Emma. Two, it's probably being edited to add in the LA fires where she gives food. Three, because of the backlash and the negativity from the global public. Four, because she wants to add in Doria and maybe edit in people of color, so she comes across as if she has people of color as friends because she ignored them for the whole 8 places. So there's a plethora of things, in my opinion. A lot of people talk about Princess Catherine. Yeah. Right. Spark says, I listen to your channel every day, Trevor. I really like our group of royal watchers. We have a great team around us, don't we? Keep good people around you and delete all this shit. That's what I say. Brenda, because it's crop fires. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not going to talk about the fires though. The fires are horrific. I mean, I think it's nearly 30 people dead now, which is absolutely shocking. And it looks like it was arson, doesn't it? It looks like it was arson, which is more shameful in a way to know that people deliberately did that. Megan Ryan did a few shit things, didn't she? Was it Megan Ryan? she did a little video there talking about a journalist that was doing an interview, and he was wearing a yellow fireman's jacket, and because it didn't fit him, he put clothes pegs on the back of it to keep the jacket so it looked tight on camera. And Megan did a whole segment about him, and I'm like, really, Megan? Out of all the things that's going on in the world, and you're worried about the journalist's jacket? I mean, let's not make a story out of bullshit, which a lot of people tend to do now, as if there's not enough to talk about. Megan always looks awkward. Netflix is trying to distance her show from the negative comments and the 160,000 thumbs down. Wow. Yeah. Well, she deserves it. Rachel says she loves my parodies. Well, thank you, Rachel. I appreciate anyone that watches my stuff, you know. I enjoy a good rant. I do. I enjoy a good rant. I've had to calm down my language, you know. I can't say fucking bollocks and all that shit now because people get offended by it. In fact, people go and look on YouTube and there's a billion channels and they come on your channel and they type your name in and then they go to the video to watch your video and then they complain. I just say bollocks to you. I mean, what are you meant to do? Just go. Yeah. Zepper, there's no way they can distance themselves from it. They can't distance themselves. I mean, do you know what? Sorry for your loss, Brenda. Brenda, I didn't even know you'd lost anything. If you have, then I apologize. I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know what it is. Hello, what is it? Brenda, thanks, Deborah. What have you lost? No idea what's going on here. Thanks, Foxy. Thanks. I'll go to the bottom. What's Brenda lost? What's Brenda lost? Brenda's husband. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear about that there. That's shocking. Wow. Yeah. Sorry for your loss. Peg Miller says, I love you, Trev. You're my hero. I'm not a hero. Not. Earlier on, people were saying Gertie's a hero. Now Trevor's a hero. No one knows what a fucking hero is. Everyone looks at TV and goes, look at that there. What do you call him? The American footballer. There's no heroes today. There's not. I mean, even Sir Captain Tom walked up and down his driveway in a Zimmer frame. I mean, he's not a hero. There's no heroes. We don't have any heroes left. We really don't. People downplay what the word means these days. I mean, people that get back safely aren't heroes. People that die trying to save others. People that die trying to save others are heroes. Trump's not a hero. Stormer's not a hero. I'm not a hero. The body language guy. There's no heroes today in society. There's not. And just because people speak up doesn't say they're heroes. It means they're brave, but they're not heroes. Just want to make sure. Her husband. Yeah, I've seen that there. Yeah. It's just, Brenda, love you. Yeah, Brent's really, really sorry. Trevor is a legend, a testament to the power of group. Well, thank you, Jolene. I mean, what are bollocks? Testicles, Jazzy. They are your testicles, known as bollocks. Your bollocks. Look, oh, it's Megan Kelly. That's who I was talking about. Yeah, when she was having to go to firefighter. Or not, oh, fuck it. She's having to go to a journalist wearing a yellow firefighter's jacket because he put clothes pegs on it. 5 years since my late grandfather, Edmund. Yep. Foxy is a hero. He's a $6 million man. No, he's not. It's not a hero. Yep. Hi, Trevor. Bleeding heck. Didn't get a notification. Well, sorry, Maria. I rescued. Spark says, I rescued. Don't know. A thought? A brain? Dog? A cat? Don't know. What are bollocks? That's twice now. They are your testicles if you have them, mainly on males. Lucinda says, darling, you don't need to be. Thank you. I mean, a hero, in my opinion, he who dares. Well, there is no he who dares now, is there? You'll find out on Thursday. This Thursday, I've got an interview at 6 p.m. with Special Forces guys on and journalists and defence analysis to talk about the who dares wins motto. There is no who dares wins motto now in the Special Forces. The motto is now, am I going to be prosecuted? Don't shoot the messenger. You can come home from the shops with a pizza and be a hero. The word is overused. It is 100%, 100%. Just do your best. Yeah, I agree with you, Trevor. Thank you very much. Jazzy, bollocks is a swear word meaning rubbish. It also means yes, it does, doesn't it? Yes. Well, yeah, it means two things. Could be many things. Philly dinners, blow torches, yeah. That was embarrassing watching the Markles with their photo up. It was, Linda. It was actually shocking, actually. Megyn Kelly ripped Rachel and Henry a new one. Yeah, Megyn Kelly's good. I'm saying, Megyn, you're a good investigative journalist. Stick to news. I just found it a bit weird to see her say, can you see the journalist wearing a fireman's jacket? If he turns to the left, you can see that he's got clothes pegs on the back. I'm like, who gives a fuck? That doesn't matter. That to me wasn't news. That was just picking and poking. I mean, nearly 30 people have died. Photo up. What's happening? Things, and she goes on about the bloody. Anyway, you know what I mean. Megyn Kelly is a lawyer, also. Makes it worse, then, doesn't it? She should have been talking about the legalities of what this fire could bring when some of the houses had their fire insurance removed, or to talk about. Isn't it weird that the billionaires have paid $10,000 a day for private firefighters to drop different coloured dye over their houses, and now their houses is protected? There's more stories out there. We're all playing for LA. That journalist was David Muir. Yeah, David Muir. It was just a jacket, though. I didn't see anything wrong with it, if I'm honest. Yes, it looks stupid, but, you know, it wasn't the news. Bye, cultists. Bye, Lauren. Have a wonderful evening. We salute you. Hello, Ria. Welcome to the chat. Linda says Nigel is never a leader. Tice, I don't like it all. Reform is Nigel's company, so he's not going anywhere. We need men like you. Reform's not. I don't mind reform. I really don't. I'm not allowed to say too much. I know that Aunt Middleton went to the Reform Party conference and was on the stage and gave a brilliant speech about the military and how to protect our country and where it's going wrong. And I also know that one of Ant's objectives is to stand for London Mayor. I know that because he told me personally. What I'm not allowed to do is link the party with the London Mayor role. Grumpy Stapper says, do you think UKIP and Reform should team up? No, I think UKIP are dead in the water. Their leader is a lunatic. UKIP's leader is a lunatic. I used to like Ben Walker. I think Ben Walker's a good guy, by the way. He is currently UKIP's party chairman. He's a decent guy, and he has got a head on his shoulders. He's quite intelligent. Some people don't like him. I do like him. But with UKIP's new leader, I actually spoke to the chairman of UKIP last year, and I said, Ben, have you seen what this guy's saying? He's your leader. Have you seen what he's coming out with? The leader of UKIP, in my opinion, was starting to sound like a lunatic type racist. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying some of the things he was coming off with made me even go, oh. I actually got my UKIP membership because I was a member. I cancelled it and I cut up my card and I went bollocks to UKIP. I am not being associated with anyone who behaves that way. And I turned my back on UKIP last year, actually. So there we go. I was a member of UKIP and I just cancelled it and walked away. I didn't like what they were doing. I don't like what they stand for. Let me see. Have you decanted special brew into that Coke? No, no. It's Diet Coke actually. No alcohol tonight. But thank you very much for your kind thoughts. UKIP are going too far at the present. Yes, they are. I don't like what they've turned into. They had a clear path. I mean, Neil Hamilton, when Neil Hamilton took over as their interim leader, Neil Hamilton brought them back in, and whenever he stepped down and it was just dog eat dog type thing. It's not my cup of tea anymore, unfortunately. Next time you have to be more careful, Lucinda, what you sign. I have no idea what you're talking about, Lucinda. Have I missed the conversation again? Leah, did the bike arrive for your son yet? No. I was in touch with the bike company yesterday. I sent a message today with my order number. I spoke to them last night. The bike hasn't arrived yet. I mean, I ordered it I found out the exact date I ordered. I ordered the bike for my son on the 25th of November. The date they said it'd be here, it's passed. We're now mid-January. Tomorrow's the middle of the month. And the bike still hasn't arrived. My son's a little bit disappointed. He's got the helmet and all the gloves and all the stuff with it. Well, you did. I didn't unsign anything at UKIP, Lucinda. I just cancelled my membership and cut up my card. It was quite simple. But yeah, I was asked to join UKIP by the chairman, Ben Walker, about 2 years ago. He got in touch with me and he sent me a lovely message asking me if I would be UKIP's Veterans and Defence spokesman. I sat on it for months. I spoke to different people I know in the military about it, and we sat back and we looked at it. It looked like a good opportunity to do something good. Ben Walker, the chairman of UKIP, was going to showcase my name last year about it, and I told him to stay back, sit on it, do not announce it, sit on it. I keep getting accused of fraud. It's not going to look good. Ben knows this, and Ben went, "Oh, Trevor, we know you keep getting accused of it. We get shit thrown at us anyway. It doesn't matter what people say about you. We know the truth about you." And I went, "Well, let's just wait, Ben." And I was going through a lot of different things. And then they got a new leader. Whenever they got a new leader in, I didn't like his approach. I didn't like the things he was saying. I didn't like the things he was posting online. I didn't like his interviews. I didn't like how he came across. And I didn't like him. And I just went, "Nah, Ben, I'm sorry, mate, but with this guy in charge, I'm not going to associate myself with this party any longer." So I decided to, hi, Jenny. I decided to just walk away. So I'm not associated with any political party. That's not to say I won't in the future. If you know what I mean. UKIP is United Kingdom Independence Party. Hope the bike arrives shortly. Thanks, Leah. So do I. I'm waiting out for them. They are looking into it. I mean, it's not like they're ignoring me. I have to take it and look at this logically, that this company's a great company. They've had loads of orders in over Christmas, and they're still trying to fulfill all those orders. So it will arrive eventually. Is Sebastian still playing football? He is. He's loving football. He's into different things. He's loved fishing. He's more chance. I don't know. He's very good at football, but he loves his fishing as well, doesn't he? The racial divide is part of the evil plans. It is, Jolene. Yeah. A lot of sensible people in tonight. Yeah. All good. Lucinda, you have a wonder at the shower in politics. Yeah. Politics isn't looking good, is it? Anywhere at the minute. Lynn says, I found you from Steph the Altar Nerd, and Fiona through you, Trevor. Steph the Altar Nerd's a good YouTuber. Yeah, all good. That's nice. Some good YouTubers there, isn't there? I'm joking. Yeah, but all good. Wanda Badgero, politics are meant to divide us. Divide we fall. Divide we fall. Yeah, we do, don't we? I have no idea what's going on here. I mean, fishing and foodie is a perfect combo. Uptime, yeah. It's nice, isn't it? I like going fishing. I was meant to go fishing this weekend with Charlie and my son, but I think Charlie's got other plans now. I'll just go with my son. We'll just go down. We'll sit and we'll relax. Let him do the setup. Let him crack on what he likes to do. Just relax. Muggle says, I found Trevor through Jen a few years ago when I was hating on Megan. It's not hating on Megan. I think it's just whenever you were discovering what type of a two-faced person people are. Leah says, Steph has a second YouTube channel for politics. I have a second YouTube channel. I don't really use it, though. I think I've got about, I don't know, 25,000 or whatever it is on there. I don't know. I don't use it. It just sits there. It sits there abandoned, actually. Rhonda loves. It's good for Sean to be involved in multiple activities throughout the childhood. It's brilliant, isn't it? I used to love doing loads of sports when I was a kid. I still like sports, don't get me wrong. Right. Tell the party straight. There's loads going wrong in the thing. There's loads going wrong in society. Well, listen, everyone. Thank you. I am going to call it a night, but before I go, I want to ask you to help me. Right. So, what's your second channel? I'm going to share my second channel on my community page later, and you can see what the channel is. So I'll do that. I can't think off the top of my head. Right, people, I'm going to ask you all to help me. There is a veteran that I know very well, Chris. His name's Chris Binch. He runs a YouTube channel called the Old Paratrooper Podcast. He gets on some wonderful guests, all at Special Forces, interesting. He's had Alec Creed on there, the cross-dressing Katie Price ex-partner, and many different others. He is good. I would like you to help me support his channel if you can. Just go and have a look at it. You'll enjoy it. The Old Paratrooper Podcast. I put a community post out today on my channel about it. Ladies and gents, it's free to subscribe to your channel. It doesn't, it doesn't cost you a penny, but it helps lift him up. It helps lift his, what's the word for it? It helps boost someone's ego. Whenever you're going through a bit of a tough time on YouTube and the algorithm isn't lifting your channel up and you're stuck down at shitty views and no one's watching you because your channel hasn't been picked up yet by the algorithm, it's nice that whenever you support a channel and whenever YouTube sees a channel growing, when YouTube sees a channel growing or picking up pace, it goes, and it lifts your channel up and it gets you on the algorithm. And then you start to get views. So unless we all work together to lift up smaller channels never get to see the light of day. So thank you to those of you that have. Thank you to those of you that have subscribed to the Old Paratrooper Podcast. I love helping channels out. I really do. Whenever I was a small channel, other channels lifted me up. Sue Smith lifted me up, believe it or not. Avid Garner, Fiona lifted me up. Sue Me lifted me up. I remember HG Tudor giving me a shout out. I mean, I loved it. What I don't like to see is whenever you have lifted a channel up and you've promoted it and you've got it up there and they start to take off, what I despise is those channels never reaching back to help other people out. I see it, and there's one in particular that winds me up, but I'm not going to highlight her. I wish you all the best. But listen, thank you guys. Thank you, Derek, put the link in. Thank you. We rise by lifting others. Anyway, listen, have a wonderful evening, everyone. Take care and stay safe. And thanks for tuning in. And thank you to those that became members. And thank you for those that gifted memberships. And it means a lot. Take care, people. All the best.